Hey everybody, good morning. We're out here in Southwest Florida. Beautiful sunny Monday morning. Just wanted to tune in. I've been wanting to make some videos now for a while, just to share with my friends and family back home, kind of what we're doing, how life's going out here, and kind of take you along this journey that we have. We recently moved out here from Oregon a couple months ago, and we're loving just the new scenery, the weather, everything about this place. We're just stoked. So I just wanted to share it with people I love, and if you're out there and want to tune in and kind of come along on this adventure, that's awesome. So one of the things that I really wanted to do moving here is get a boat. So happy to share, we got our first one. Let me spin around here and give you a peek. This is our Carolina Skiff 19. Picked this up off a marketplace just a couple days ago. Real cool guy we got it from. He kind of gets these boats and flips them, and so he did some work to it, upgraded some things. One of the issues that I was kind of concerned about, being somewhat new to this boating community, is this engine had some visible issues that could kind of become problems, but that's also one of the things that I was kind of excited about, is getting my hands on it and kind of learning how all this works. So we took it out for the maiden voyage, kind of sea trial just the other day, and it ran great, it did good, but one of the issues when we got home, I did the flush, since we're out in salt water, did a little freshwater flush on it, and I noticed out of the water intake down here, let me flip you around, we had a little oil draining out. You can kind of see there a little bit. And from reading, doing some research, that is a pretty big issue. So before I get this on the water again, I need to do some maintenance, which is going to be new. I've been grew up on the water, but more on the river. We did a lot of rafting and floating and fishing that way. So this is a totally new project, which I'm excited about. So today I'm going to work on draining this lower unit oil, disassembling that lower unit and dropping it, getting the parts I need to replace all the seals because there's a leak somewhere. So I'm gonna see what I can do, bring you along for the journey, and yeah, we'll go from there. So you'll be able to watch all my mistakes as I go and kind of be a part of the journey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this cowling off and see what we can find. I think I'm gonna have to take the lower case off as well, just to get to some of that shift linkage from what I've been reading about, but we'll see. I'm gonna throw you on the tripod and hope you can have a good time hanging out with me. So here we go. All right, so we're gonna get these drain plugs. Let me grab my screwdriver. We're gonna get these drain plugs opened up and kind of see what the condition of this oil is in. This lower unit here. Got some water coming out of there, that's never a good thing. Definitely some water intrusion, hence why I'm taking this apart to get these seals replaced. Hopefully that hasn't been happening for a long time, but time will tell as we get diving into this project how bad it really is. I'm gonna go ahead and let that drain a little bit, and I'll check back in with you in a little bit. All right, while that's draining, we're going to go ahead and get this prop off of here. We're going to have to take that off eventually anyway. All right, so I got the prop off. I'm gonna work on getting this lower engine covers off so I can just see a little more what's going on in here so I can disassemble this correctly. So let's see So I got the last bolt out. It was actually a Phillips head instead of a bolt head, so I had to grab some other tools. As I was pulling that off, this piece fell out. I don't think it was attached to anything. So if any of y'all know what that does or why that was in there, comment back, let me know. I can't see anything that's missing a tube or where it would go. Let me pull you over here. So basically what I was trying to get to see is back in here. Let me pull you off this mount real quick. Back in here, let's see if I can get the camera positioned right. You can see this piece. Let me grab my handy dandy screwdriver. Trying to access the visibility to this piece right here. That little pin is what's holding in the shift linkage. In order for me to drop that lower unit, I need to get that pin out, which I need to access from the other side actually to push this whole unit towards me, and that pin should pop out, and then I can be free after I unbolt it, obviously, to drop that lower unit. So that's what I'm going to work on this other side with this shift linkage here, this whole mechanism, to figure out exactly how to get that flipped over to release that pin. So I'll tune back in just a sec. All right, from what I've read, now that I got this opened, I got to access this little pin right here. I'm going to take that pin out and release this swivel arm, and that should allow me to get that pin out of the shifter linkage, which it's connected to on the other side. So I'm going to try to get that out, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is all new to me, so bear with me here. Let me go grab my needle nose pliers. All right, got the handy dandy needle nose. Should make the job a little simpler. Look at that, easy as pie. All right, now let's see. I think I might need to take that bolt off there too. Take a peek from the other side and see what she's looking like. I don't know if that camera angle is going to do any justice there, but looks like it might be free. All right, got some fresh gloves on here. Gonna try to see if I can get that shifter linkage free. It's not quite free off there yet. All right, sorry, I gotta back you up here while I dig around there a little bit. All right, we got it. Let me show you what I had to do here. This bolt right in here, which of course you can't get a socket on. I probably could have took off the other linkage, but I was able to use a little wrench and loosen this bolt enough to kind of free some play and be able to push this rod. And that allowed me to, as you can see in here now, maybe, let's see if you can get an angle here. this loop is now loose. You see that? So that means that this rod is free now to drop that lower unit. Hopefully I can get it back on easier than I took it off. We'll see. All right, we're gonna trim this engine up now to make it pulling off this lower unit a little easier to access. Get that done. All right. So now we just got to go through and remove these bolts along here. And we also, so you have 3 bolts on this side and 3 bolts on this side. And then we also have to remove this trim tab. And then underneath of that, there's another bolt that needs to come off in order to drop this. You see kind of that corrosion. Like I said, not in the best condition, but hopefully we can get it running good and back on the water. So I'm gonna start taking those bolts out and check in with you in a little bit. So we had a 12mm bolt on the bottom of the trim tab here, and then the rest of the bolts on the outside are 9/16, I believe. And then under here, you can see that last bolt right there is that one you need to drop as well to get that lower unit off. So we'll start wrenching, see how she comes off. I found myself a little something to drink. You gotta stay hydrated out here, it's hot. All right, so let's start popping these off. I'm gonna try and leave the middle one on both sides as the last ones to come off. Now I'm gonna break one side loose and then break the other side loose and then figure out the best way to support that. Holding it while I loosen those out. But first I gotta make sure my garage door's open so I can go place this on the table once I get it free. Be right back. All right, here goes nothing. Out just like that. Sweet. Be right back. All right, so I got that off, laying in the garage. Feels good. Got some work done. Let's take a peek under here. I haven't looked under here yet. Definitely some corrosion. Hopefully nothing too bad. The light's kind of bad. I can't quite make it out there, but yeah, you definitely see some corrosion. There's been some saltwater intrusion. Hopefully replacing these seals, getting that taken care of will fix these issues. For now, thanks for tuning in. I'll keep you updated with kind of the next steps. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.